Ella Council area. Oni of Ife commends Governor Soludo on achievements. ECOWAS Parliament holds second ordinary session in Abuja. And on the foreign scene, Qatar-mediated truce takes effect in Israel's war on Gaza. Before the news in detail, here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. My name is Chidimma Orangwa, and now the news in detail. The remains of the former governor of Anambra State, Dr. Chimoke Mbadunuju, has been laid to rest. The burial ceremony held in his country home Uli in Ihiala Council area was a culmination of a 3-day-long state funeral activities for the first executive governor of the state in the Fourth Republic. Cabin House correspondent Ejike Abana has details.
The former governor was laid to rest after an interdenominational burial service held in his honor. The ceremony was attended by Governor Chukwuma Soludo, family members, friends, former colleagues of the former governor, and well-wishers. A police parade led the body of Dr. Mbadunuju into the arena, followed by Bible reading by the family. In his tribute, Governor Soludo said that Governor Mbadunuju lived an impactful life and described him as a giant and appreciated him for all the great legacies he bequeathed to his successors. The governor assured to sustain the positive legacies of the former governor, pointing out that it was the best way of giving him a befitting farewell, noting that he lived his life in service to others and never wavered in his commitment to making the state a better place.
Wherever we may be, today we mourn the passing of a great soul, a pattern and withdrawn, a gift that Anambra has bequeathed to the world, a pattern is drawn. But as we mourn, we also console by the fact that he came and lived an impactful life. We've come to say to him, thank you very much. Thank you, Wandera, for all the great strides that will be made in the Anambra. Certainly, we can say without equivocation that Anambra and indeed Nigeria has become better because we came and lived.
In a vote of thanks, Barrister Cheta Mbadunuju described his father as a shining light they had in their family and expressed gratitude to Governor Soludo for the befitting burial given to their father.
Special gratitude that I appreciate our governor, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo. Mr. Governor, the family appreciates you, sir. We will not have gotten here in this beautiful environment without your intervention. Giving the opportunity to work with your key staff to get to where we are, we will remain forever grateful. The Chimoke Foundation will begin a lighting project to put street lights, solar street lights from Bulgaria all the way to the center. And that's our contribution to show, to reciprocate our love, to assist the state government in lighting up our area.
Musical tributes to former Governor Mbadunuju featured in the service attended by former governors Chris Ngige and Peter Obi, Speaker of Anambra State House of Assembly Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, Ebonyi State Deputy Governor Patricia Obila, Director General Southeast Governors Forum Senator Uche Ekwunife, Senator Ifeanyi Oba, the member representing Ihiala Federal Constituency Dr. Pascal Abodike, Secretary to the State Government, Professor Solo Chukwulobelo, Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Ernest Ezajori, members of the State Executive Council, among others. 21 gun salute was used to bid farewell to Dr. Chimoke Mbadunuju, who was governor of the state between 1999 and 2003. From Uli, Ihiala Council area, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has urged the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Eniton Oguwusi, to assist in the drive towards nation building. Governor Soludo was speaking when he received the Oni on a courtesy call at the Governor's Lodge, Amobia. We have details from our studio.
The governor described the Oni as a bridge builder, going by his antecedents and wealth of experience garnered through his many travels around the country and the world, pointing out that traditional institutions are the building blocks to ensure the stability of the country. He emphasized that a stable institution is the source of stability for the nation and asked leaders to see everyone as one people and the country as one entity. The governor, who canvassed for the president to succeed, described the Oni as a symbol of national global outlook, stressing the need for leaders like the Oni to emerge as bridge builder for national healing.
And it will take people like you, Your Majesty. You have a big responsibility to be, push that process of national healing. Because unless you can have a people cohesive, if you have people on a boat and some are paddling one way, some are paddling the other way, the boat speed will be slow or even capsize. We need to get the country moving together.
The Oni, while presenting a gift of artwork to Governor Soludo, asked him to keep initiating innovations to transform the society. He recalled the glorious days and achievements of Governor Soludo at the Central Bank of Nigeria and encouraged him to continue his selfless service to the society. The Oni was accompanied on the visit by some royal dignitaries.
This month's environmental sanitation exercise will held tomorrow. The exercise is peculiar as it will usher in the Yuletide characterized by the influx of visitors and investors into the state. As usual, it will hold simultaneously in all the communities in Anambra State between 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock in the morning. A release signed by the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Anambra State Waste Management Authority, Mr. Mike Ozemina, warned that no form of vehicular or human movement will be allowed within the hours, as offenders will be apprehended and be made to face the full weight of the law. It urges Transition Committee chairmen of various local government areas to ensure proper mobilization and compliance in their areas. The release advised Indian Anambra to participate fully in the exercise, clean their surroundings, the cells, water channels, and properly deposit their waste at a litter point closest to them for adequate collection and disposal by the waste management contractors. The quiz competition organized by the Education Committee of Obunka Development Union has ended with Community Secondary School Obunka emerging winner of the secondary category, while Good Shepherd Catholic Nursery and Primary School Obunka won in the primary school category. The quiz competition for all primary and secondary schools in Obunka Orumba South local government area was held at Obunka Civic Center with pupils, students, teachers, and officials of the Obunka Development Union in attendance. Correspondent Queen Aniwogo tells us more.
In his remarks, the Vice President General of Obunka Development Union, Engineer Ikenna Okpara, explained that the quiz competition will provide the community a platform from which the talents and skills of the participants will be discovered, and they will be encouraged in that direction, while advising the students to put more effort in education, as there are many benefits therein. Engineer Okpara noted that an educated person who goes into business will do the business differently from the uneducated businessman. The chairman, Obunka Education Committee, Chief Ima Ikedimma, explained that the Education Committee noticed that education is on the decline in Obunka, hence the reason why they organized the quiz competition to fill in the lapses. He pointed out that the objectives include to foster intellectualism and critical thinking, to deepen the basic knowledge of the students on subjects that they are taught in the school, as well as to prepare them to compete with other students from other schools in Orumba, as well as in Anambra at large.
The theme we gave it is reinventing our past and reshaping our future, to enable our children or to empower them to compete favorably with other schools, to deepen their basic knowledge in subjects that are being taught in their schools.
In his contributions, the quizmaster, Honorable John Ibagwa, advised students that while they are in school, they should endeavor to learn things that will add values to themselves, their families, and the society, and not to engage in anti-social vices.
Opportunity right now, utilize that very well. Whatever you get, pay attention to your teachers. That's very important.
In their separate comments, the lead teachers from the winning schools, Ms. Chidimma Okoli and Mr. Chibike Eze, expressed delight that they came tops in the competition and appreciated the organizers for giving them such opportunity. The theme of the quiz competition is Reinventing Our Past, Reforming Our Future. Presentation of gifts to the winners and consolation prizes to others brought the competition to a climax. The Obunka Education Committee organized this quiz competition for pupils and students in schools across the community to enable them compete with their mates from schools around Anambra State and elsewhere. From Obunka, Orumba South Council area, I am Queen Anibogo, reporting for ABS News.
People of Ezinala community in Oka South, Lekki government area have staged a peaceful protest within Oka and its environs, demanding for immediate investigation and removal of Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of the State Criminal Investigation Department, CID, DCP Akin Fakaredi, and another officer working with the CID, Inspector Monday Umana, who they alleged are behind the court activities in Oka. The protesters came from the 20 villages with the 4 quarters that make up the Ezinala community in Oka, which are Umobu, Ezioka, Amigo, and Agaloka. Correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
During the protest, the people were seen with a coffin, placards with inscriptions registering their grievances, and some of the women were also seen naked, demonstrating how the issues have been affecting them and continuously claiming lives of their loved ones. Speaking to the newsmen, the chairman, Ezinala community, Mr. Tochukwu Nwokoye Nwosu, said they are demanding for immediate investigation and removal of the 2 police officers who they claimed are backing cultists in Oka, reopening of Blue Shield security outfit, which they said are helping them in fighting crime and criminality in Oka, and improvement in the activities of the police in Oka as regards to protection of life and properties and ending of operations of cult groups in the community. Mr. Nwokoye Nwosu also stated that they are giving the police 7 days ultimatum to do the needful in respect to their demands or have the people protect themselves their own way.
The DC, since he don't know his duty, let him leave. And it's not the one that came. Let him leave. Because they said we should have handed over cases of cultism to them. They cannot sentence them. They set them free.
Contributing, a community leader in the area, Chief Richard Onora, 2 mothers, Mrs. Amechi Nwobu and Gloria Ezulike, emphasized on the need for Inspector General of Police, Anambra State Police Commissioner, and other relevant authorities to listen to the cry of the people and take necessary action to save lives.
Oka is a peaceful town. Please, and we still want that peace to continue. We want peace in Oka. Please, they should leave our brother, our sons, our brothers, our husbands alone.
Responding on the issue on behalf of the State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Aderemi Adoye, the police public relations officer, Mr. Tochukwu Ikenga, who commended the protesters on their peaceful disposition during the exercise, assured that the command will investigate the claims of the people and take necessary action, even as he called on families that had lost their loved ones to court-related issues and others to approach the police for investigation and justice, restating the commitment of the State Police Command to provide the Anambra with adequate security. The police public relations officer, Mr. Ikenga, refuted the alleged closure of Blue Shield security outfit by the State Police Command, saying that the police and the Blue Shield security outfit have been partnering in combating crime and criminality around Oka and its environs.
This allegation will be investigated and we'll look into it. The complaint of killings in Oka, I want to use this opportunity to let the members of the public know the victims of these the families, the people they kill, I believe they have families. They should come forward and make a report. As far as I am concerned, I will tell you that the people of Awka are very, very cooperative with us. I don't have information about shutting down security operatives.
In Awka, I am Emmanuel Okoko, reporting for ABS News.
Next, the second ordinary session of the ECOWAS Parliament for the year 2023 has commenced in Abuja. The session, which marks the start of the final ordinary session of the 5th legislature, is expected to debate on some critical issues such as the state of the economy, the state of regional democracy, and the radical shift in regional peace and security, among others. ABS Abuja Bureau Chief Princess Ekwi Ajide has details.
In a goodwill message to the parliamentary session, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was optimistic that the discussions held at the session will resonate throughout time and serve as inspiration for future generations. President Tinubu, represented by the Deputy Senate President, Jubri Barau, said through efforts of ECOWAS, major cities in West Africa are connected by highways, and the divide between Francophone and Anglophone countries has been bridged, fostering unity between the blocs.
Integration should not be seen as a choice, but as an imperative. It is our duty to leave a lasting legacy for future generations, recognizing that together we can achieve and accomplish more.
Earlier in his welcome speech to the Assembly, the Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament, Dr. Sidi Tunis, said the second ordinary session is dedicated to the consideration of the consolidated community budget, which is in accordance with Article 7B of the Supplementary Act relating to the enhancement of the powers of Parliament.
Concerning peace and security, I'd like to emphasize the fundamental reality that regional solidarity is required in our approach. No country in our region can be stable without solidarity. Our region's prosperity and safety are inextricably linked to our shared responsibility to look out for one another.
The president of the ECOWAS Commission, Omar Tori, said that coup d'etat is inimical to the growth of the region and urged citizens not to be hoodwinked by the ploy to showcase that military rule is better.
What happened in Niger on 26 July is a breach of trust and violation of Niger's constitution and several ECOWAS instruments to which Niger is a signatory.
He cited some unpalatable stories in countries in the region where military regime holds sway and cautioned that it will no longer be condoned in ECOWAS region. In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
On the foreign scene, a Qatar-mediated 4-day truce have taken effect in Israel's war on Gaza. The first pause after 7 weeks of bombardment has been met with relief by Palestinians. During the humanitarian break in the fighting, 150 Palestinian prisoners held in Israeli jails and 50 captives held by the Hamas armed group in Gaza are due to be released. The first releases, which will see 39 Palestinians and 13 Israelis freed, are expected today. In the hours preceding the start of the truce, Israeli bombing intensified across the Gaza Strip, with attacks in Rafah and the city of Khan Yunis in the south, as well as constant artillery shelling in the north of the enclave. Egypt said 130,000 liters of diesel and 4 trucks of gas will be delivered daily to Gaza over the 4 days. Overall, 200 trucks carrying aid are set to enter Gaza daily. Now sports. Super Eagles head coach Jose Peseiro is expected to submit a 55-man provisional list for the 2023 African Cup of Nations latest December 14. According to the Confederation of African Football (CAF), Nigeria and the 23 other participating countries must submit their provisional list on the said date. CAF has also decided that all the participating countries can name a maximum 27 players in their squad for the 2023 African finals, as against the usual 23. The final roster is expected to be submitted by January 3rd, 2024. The Super Eagles are drawn in Group A with the host Côte d'Ivoire, Equatorial Guinea and Guinea-Bissau. The competition will run from January 13th to February 11th. It was a moment of sober reflection for family, friends and associates of late Mr. Cyprian Anika of Ukbo Dunukofia Council area as they pay their last respect to the deceased. Correspondent Kenneth Kuchkode brings more details on his burial ceremony.
The burial service for late Mr. Anika held at St. Mary's Anglican Church, Ukbo, Dunukofia local government area, had priests, family members, and numerous others in attendance. In a sermon, Reverend Chinedu Okere reminded Christians that there is life after death, urging them not to despair because of the challenges of life on earth, but remain hopeful for eternal life hereafter by living in accordance with God's biblical teachings.
There is life after here on earth. In this world we find ourselves, people are going through distress time, people are frustrated, these are tribulations. And after all these, at the end we shall meet in heaven, where we shall receive the comfort.
A brother to the deceased, Mr. Emeka Anika, while lamenting the death of his brother, noted that he was supportive, encouraging, and promoted virtues of peaceful coexistence and love for family.
He always encouraged me, even when I was in the school, when I contested election, when he was working with Jamaica for. So whenever I called him, sir, look at CCCC, he will encourage me that I should relax, everything must be fine. Even if in terms of finance, he was there for me. Even if he don't have, he will advise you to accept the chance. Now those things, those people must be solved.
Also speaking, a brother-in-law to the deceased, Mr. Onyeka Ezeokonkwo, said his in-law was a man of honesty despite challenges he went through, while another in-law, Chief Josiah Ezeokonkwo, explained that the deceased was a jovial and trustworthy man who believed in God. In his tribute, Professor Ima Ezenwaji of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, described late Mr. Anika as a vibrant and ebullient go-getter. Also speaking, a former President General of Enugu Town Union, Comrade Boni Ozo Nkwaku, who came to condole with the family together with others, said the deceased is a nice man and encouraged the family to be strong in God.
I want to encourage the family to bear this loss with the remembrance that God knows everything.
Mr. Anika passed on at the age of 65 and was survived by wife Mrs. Njideka Anika, a deputy bursar at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, 2 children, Ms. Ifediba and Master Chibuikem Anika. From Ukbo, Dunukofia Council area, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
And that's it on the news tonight. But before we go, remember that you can listen to or follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Awka. Follow us on X at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website www.absradiotv.com. A quick recap of our major story before we go. Governor Soludo others have paid tribute as former Governor Mbadinuju was laid to rest at Uli Ihiala Council area. Oni of Ife has commended Governor Soludo on achievements. ECOWAS Parliament is held in second ordinary session in Abuja. And on the foreign scene, we told you that Qatar-mediated truce has taken effect in Israel's war on Gaza. To end the news, here is a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it on the news tonight. Thank you for joining us. My name is Chidimma Orangwa. Good night.